love poem. Ah, that poem was a really interesting experience writing it. So, poem was about my ex-girlfriend, yeah, and I wrote the poem for her in the beginning of our relationship, and we didn't live in the same state. She lived in another state, so she was leaving. She went to school in New York. She was leaving to go back home, and I was like, you know what, I want to write something for her. So I wrote this poem. I decided to memorize it. So I performed it a couple of times in New York. She wasn't here. So the first time I ever really performed the poem, like really performed the poem, is I went to go visit her in her town, in her state, which was Miami at the time. And she had like this little party. It was like her mom and her sister, and it was all of her high school friends and all of her friends that was there. And they were like, you know what, we want to hear poems. Yeah, let's do poems. So I was like, all right, cool. So everyone did poems, and I was sort of like the last person to go. So I said, should I do the poem? All right, I'll do the poem. No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, all right, okay, whatever. I'll do it. I'll do the poem. I'll do the poem. So she was about to leave to go throw out the garbage, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna do this poem. She stopped. I did this poem in front of her mom and her sister and all of her high school friends, and I was just like, oh, God, it was so hard, but I did it. I was real nervous, but it was a poem that I rather enjoyed. We broke up, we parted ways, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was a thing that needed to happen. It felt like the universe was telling us something. It felt like God was telling us, but the poem still lived in me. It lived in me, not in a way that was, it was in a way that was very thankful. And it was a strong gratitude there. Like, thank you for teaching me how to love. I have another life skill that a lot of people fight and die for. And I wanted to share that. So when I did the poem at the classic show, it was the first time she seen me perform in 8 months, because she went to go study abroad. And by this time we were broken up, we were just friends. But the poem lived in a different way for her. It lived in a different way for me. So again, at the classic shows, I was doing these old poems, but reliving them in ways that a lot of people were just really in awe of, and myself as well, because I was like, I couldn't really understand how I was recreating and bringing these feelings out. It was really a beautiful experience, and I was really happy that I was able to share it in that light. And a lot of people told me that they believe in love again because of the poem. A lot of times I get two reactions. A lot of times people be like, oh, he's talking about me. And then a lot of times people just say, thank you for sharing your experience. It makes me want to experience. And that's all. That's the reason why I do art. So that's what the love poem is for me. So, when I first met you, I thought God was playing tricks on me. I didn't want my retinas to deceive me anymore, so I prayed that night. I told God, stop letting your angels loose, man. You're disturbing my sleep with so much light. The feeling was overwhelming. I wanted to jump into your hug like a foster child meeting his real parents for the first time. And the first time you told me you loved me was like you took a nap in my chest and started making snow angels in my heart.
I sent an incident report to the galaxy last night. I told the galaxy that God must have sent an eviction notice to the stars, so the stars move to your eyes to find a better home. You flourish like the intergalactic rose in your last name. You dig your hands in the orbit of my spirit, a soothing, mystical woman whispering secrets to the moon. Standing in outer space, your mind is out of this world. I want to create sandstorms with you and other planets. Hold tsunamis in the lifelines we cut on the sunset so nature can take its course each night. We pray on those 5,000 comets, playing hide and go seek in the air. You're brilliant, enough to make my skin sing when we lock pinkies and make promises like second grade secrets. Power in your speech when we have tornado conversations. There's an earthquake in heaven every time you breathe. There are flames gleaming out of your pores. You are a walking light bulb, a moving idea, a rotating universe in my gut cold inspiration. Your smile makes the sun when I let itself on fire. You blink like your eyelids are clapping to the sight of the Big Dipper in my retinas. Deep craters pounding on the side of your face. I never knew a dimple had so much depth. You sound of a whistling cloud when you think, believe me, when I tell you those moments of silence are as loud as the Big Bang, is as grand as evolution, as serious, as laughter, as strong as your aura that blasts off into Apollo 9, my lady. My lady, sometimes I want to bleach my skin in the Milky Way and prove to you that I blush when you are near and when we part. When we part, I want to put a smoldering asteroid in my mouth, blow my face into a solar flare, make you come to my funeral just so you can hug me tighter than Orion's belt. It's amazing how you nailed your laughter onto a spaceship. You extraterrestrial of a queen basking in the glory of a Scorpion zodiac sign. I'm here and I'm still complaining to the universe. I'm still trying to figure out how those constellations can have picnics in your pupils, how an alien traced the solar system onto my skin with her fingertips last night. Last night I convinced myself that I wanted to major in linguistics so I could tell you I love you in every language known to mankind. But you're not mine anymore. You're not mine anymore, and I'm okay with that. As long as God keeps moving in your life, as long as you find a king and he treats you like a queen, I just want to tell you, I want to collect your bones for good luck. I am a better man because of you.